In the late 1960s, fear spread across Northern California. People locked their doors earlier than usual. Parents worried whenever their children stayed out late. Newspapers printed frightening headlines almost every week. No one knew who was responsible. No one knew where he would strike next. And most terrifying of all, no one knew who he was. The man would become known as the Zodiac Killer, one of the most mysterious criminals in American history. The story began on a cold night in December 1968. A young couple parked their car on a quiet road near a small town in California. The area was peaceful and isolated. Suddenly, another vehicle stopped nearby. A man stepped out of the darkness. Moments later, gunshots shattered the silence. When police arrived, they found the young couple shot. At first, investigators believed it was a tragic but ordinary crime. They had no idea it was only the beginning. Several months later, another young couple was attacked in a similar manner. The similarities between the two cases immediately caught the attention of investigators. Someone was hunting young couples, someone who carefully planned his attacks, someone who seemed to disappear without leaving a trace. Then the case took a strange turn. In August 1969, 3 newspapers received nearly identical letters. The writer claimed responsibility for the murders. He provided details that only the killer could have known. But that wasn't the most shocking part. Each envelope contained a section of a coded message. The writer demanded that the newspapers print the code on their front pages. If they refused, he threatened further violence. The newspapers complied. Soon, people across the country began trying to solve the mysterious cipher. Teachers, students, mathematicians, amateur code breakers. Everyone wanted to uncover the secret hidden within the symbols. Eventually, a school teacher and his wife managed to crack the code. The message revealed a disturbing statement. The writer appeared to enjoy killing people. The public was horrified, but the message revealed almost nothing about his true identity. The mystery only deepened. Shortly afterward, the killer gave himself a name. In another letter, he introduced himself as Zodiac. The signature included a strange symbol resembling a crosshair. From that moment on, newspapers across America referred to him as the Zodiac Killer. The name quickly became famous and feared. As months passed, more letters arrived. Some contained additional ciphers. Others mocked the police. The Zodiac seemed to enjoy the attention. He wanted the world to know he existed, but he never wanted anyone to know who he was. One evening in September 1969, another attack occurred. A young couple relaxing near a lake was approached by a masked man. Unlike previous attacks, this time the killer wore an unusual costume. A black hood covered his face. A strange symbol was displayed on his chest. The attacker tied up the couple before attacking them. One victim survived and later provided investigators with important information. But even with a witness, the killer remained unidentified. Just when people thought the situation couldn't become more terrifying, it did. A few weeks later, the Zodiac struck again, this time in broad daylight. A taxi driver was picking up passengers in a busy city. The ride seemed completely normal. Then suddenly, the passenger attacked. The driver was killed only a short distance from his destination. The crime shocked the public. Until then, many believed the killer targeted only isolated couples. Now it seemed anyone could become a victim. The city was gripped by fear. Police officers worked around the clock. Thousands of tips flooded investigation offices. Yet the Zodiac always remained one step ahead. At times, the Zodiac even appeared to enjoy taunting investigators. In one letter, he claimed he had left clues for police. In another, he mocked their inability to catch him. The letters became a form of psychological warfare. Every new message reignited public fear. Years passed. The attacks stopped, but the letters continued for some time. Then eventually, Even the letters ceased. The Zodiac vanished as suddenly as he had appeared, without an arrest, without a confession, without revealing his identity. Over the decades, investigators examined countless suspects. Some names seemed convincing. Others quickly fell apart under scrutiny. Several people were considered strong possibilities, yet every lead eventually reached a dead end. No fingerprint matched perfectly. No DNA evidence definitively solved the mystery. No confession could be verified. The case remained open. More than half a century later, many questions remain unanswered. How many crimes did the Zodiac actually commit? Did he stop killing, or did he simply disappear into ordinary life? The truth remains unknown. The Zodiac Killer became one of the most famous, unidentified criminals in history, a shadow from the past, a mystery without a solution, and a name that still fascinates the world today. The Zodiac Killer, the monster who was never found.